Let's talk basketball. Embiid, we're watching Portland versus, the 76ers. Portland's going to win this game.
We sure they're going to win this game.
They're going to win this game and eliminate the Pelicans from the playoffs. What are your thoughts on the Pelicans? Zion, the fat ton.
Zion.
How do you feel about Zion right now?
Defensively, he has disappointed me. Offensively, obviously he gonna do what he gonna do. He's like his size, you can't really stop him. Obviously, today at least he did have 5 offensive rebounds, which is one thing that I've been yelling at Zion is to rebound the basketball. He had 5 offensive rebounds. So granted, also I didn't see the game. I was watching the Spurs game.
Yeah.
But I think too many times Zion negates everything he does offensively on the defensive end. He had the highest minus in the game. For one, I don't think he has a block in the bubble.
27.
I don't think he has one.
He has no lift. He's extremely overweight.
But it's not even about him being overweight. It's like that he literally only attempts on offense. Like there was at least a play in the who did they play the last game that they lost to? Sacramento. I think it wasn't in Sacramento. They played Sacramento last and lost.
Probably
the Kings. There was at least a play in which I think somebody drove to the hole. And Zion at least gave the impression like he thought about jumping, and the person missed a shot. Because again, Zion is very a big, imposing figure, and you think, well, Zion can jump out the gym. So if Zion just at least just gets himself in good position and does like this, it's gonna throw you off a little bit. Yeah. But it looks like literally Zion has energy for one side of the basketball.
Yeah.
And they put B. Elisa in the game. And they put B. Elisa in the game, and Zion didn't even want to move past the 3-point line. I honestly think anybody who plays the Pelicans right now should single out Zion in favors. They switch everything, single him out, and go get him. Because it seems like he really only wants to play one side of the basketball court right now. Lonzo Ball, I'm about to be done with Lonzo. I don't know what the hell going on with Lonzo.
Look. We might interview LeVar Ball sometime soon. I'm very cool with his public relations person, so I'm not going to shit on Lonzo.
But he got to play better than this.
But I'm going to say this, though.
This ain't it.
I don't have anything to say, though, so I'm just going to say that.
This ain't it. I'm not going to shit on him because, again, I still have faith in Lonzo. I do still think Lonzo can be one of the better point guards in the NBA. And I also think he can be one of the better defensive guards in the NBA. I think he somehow needs to work on his finishing, and his free throw shooting is completely unacceptable. Completely unacceptable for your point guard to be shooting 40-something% from the free throw line, 50%.
Yeah, is this his 4th year?
3rd.
Okay, I'm not gonna retain him.
You're gonna retain him?
No, I'm not.
I'm gonna retain him because
and I put it this way: if he gonna play this way in front of no fans, I'm gonna retain him for this reason. You could put at this point. It's looking like you put Zoe in the gym by himself. He ain't gonna hit it. This man was like he didn't spend the last 2 games going like 1-8, 1-7 from like fam.
I'm gonna retain him for the reason that I think
you
that
can't be flexing on the gram and missing and missing G.
I'm gonna retain him for the fact that I think that him and Zion pair well together, and also I do think that he's good defensively. So I'm gonna retain him for that. Also, I traded him for Anthony Davis. God damn it, we gonna figure out if you work. We gonna ride this till the wheels fall off. God damn it.
Yeah.
I'm not just letting you go. We signing. Now next year when it's time to give you that actual money, we can reevaluate that then. But for right now, I'm gonna retain him. His thing is maybe like $3 million, $4 million to retain him. I'm gonna retain him, pay him his money, see if maybe it was a weird season, threw your rhythm off because he was shooting like 37% from 3 beforehand. He was looking better. So maybe the break threw off your rhythm. I don't know. It's a weird situation. I can give you an excuse. We'll see next year. Hopefully the situation changes next year. We get in, see what you can do. But and then Alvin Gentry. I don't know how much longer he's going to be the coach. The reason I don't know how much he's
Zion
going to be coach.
On the minutes restriction. I think Zion likes him, but I don't think it matters.
Yes, but the issue is defensively, it's like it looks like he can't even get them to attempt. He can't get them, Favors.
Nobody plays defense anymore, though.
What you mean?
Nobody plays defense.
They play more defense than that. They play more defense than what the Pelicans be doing. A lot of times, offense is so good where you can't guard it. The Pelicans don't try to guard it. They went a whole game and their front line had no blocks. How you do that? And the Kings had 80 points in the paint. So they had 60, 70 points in the paint, and your front line ain't got a block?
This man Shake Milton is Shake Milton legit on the lowest of keys. If they really do trade Ben Simmons, Shake Milton will be a perfect replacement for him.
You know what? They was talking about the Cavs trade. I like that trade.
What trade?
A trade. They was talking about maybe trading them to the Cavs. Discussion trading the Cavs. You can go get you Kevin Love, get you Colin Sexton.
You have Al Horford.
Bring him off the bench.
Hell no. Hell no.
Bring him off the bench.
Hell no.
Or
hell no.
No, I think that's a decent trade.
Hell no.
Or
hell no.
Or nah, I really think it literally. I think if you can get Colin Sexton, who I know people feel what they feel about Colin Sexton. But Colin Sexton is, for one, I think a 38%, 40% 3-point shooter. He's a good scorer. He's a guy that I think can realistically start and average 20 points in this league, or in like a CJ McCollum type of vein, whereas he'll never be an all-star, but he can get you 20 a night consistently. And pairing Kevin Love next to Embiid, I think would be great. I think you maybe bring one of them off the bench, but I think that would be great. And I think they still got some picks.
You tripping.
I'm not tripping.
I don't. If I'm the 76ers, we want to get smaller. We want to get smaller, faster, better guard play on the wings, more perimeter-based guard play on the wings. No, why do you need Colin Sexton? We have Josh Richardson. We have Tobias Harris.
You just said guard play, though.
Huh?
You just said guard play.
Yeah, but not him. Not no little guard.
He's 6'3".
He's little.
He's 6'3".
I don't need. He's little. I don't want. No. He's little. He is little.
I respect it.
You're not going to replace Ben Simmons, 6'9", 6'10", with Colin Sexton. That's trash. Hell no.
I mean, you got Kevin Love.
And if I'm Ben Simmons, you trade me to Cleveland, I'm retiring. On God, I'm retiring. It's over, G. I'm done. You trade me to the Cavaliers, I'm retiring, bro. I swear to God, G. I'm done, bro.
Hey, man, hold on, G. Drummond, hey, man.
You trade me to the 76ers, G. I'm done, bro. I'm done.
Hey, man, Drummond and Simmons to get to the playoffs.
No.
G. You go to
Which one of us going to make free throws at the end of the game? I'm done, G. It's a wrap, G. No. Hell no.
Darius Garland?
Hell no. I'd rather you trade me for Devin Booker. Hell no.
That's not going to happen. They're not going. Now, also, I've seen some people say, I think Chicago has an interesting package they could put together.
For who? For Ben Simmons?
Laurie. Pick Laurie.
No. Why do they want Laurie, G? You have Al Horford. You have Al Horford. He can shoot threes. You have Al Horford.
He don't shoot threes like Laurie, G.
You have Al Horford.
He don't shoot threes like Laurie. It's supposed to be able to shoot threes.
What you gonna do with Al Horford?
You can start him. Bring Laurie off the bench.
No, Laurie is in his third, fourth year. Why are you bringing him off the bench?
Okay, they bring Horford off the bench. Horford and Embiid, to me, is not a good front line consistently. They kind of, I don't think it's a great front line.
If I'm the Bulls, give me Ben Simmons and give me Al Horford, and you can take anybody you want.
Why would you want both of them? No, I want to get
Yes, give me both of them.
Nah, I'm straight.
Yeah.
First of all, how we going? Nah, that kills all my cap room.
No, it don't.
Yes, it does.
Ben Simmons is still on a rookie deal, right?
No, he's on the max.
Oh, he on the max.
And I think Horford got however much money Horford got.
So what? Give me them two.
Nah, I'm straight. I'd rather you
give me them two. Who you want?
Nah, I'd rather just take Ben Simmons.
Give me them two, and I want to keep Kobe White.
I'd rather take Ben Simmons. You can take Zach LaVine, because we got to put Zach in for the trade, whatever.
Then what you gonna do with Josh Richardson?
Huh?
What are you gonna do with Josh Richardson?
Bring him off the bench.
All right, fam.
Bring him off the bench.
All right, fam.
Or trade me Josh Richardson if you want. I'll take
Ben Simmons and Josh Richardson
for. Give me Zach LaVine. Give me
Otto. I don't want
Otto Porter. Otto Porter. Give me Otto Porter.
Actually, no. Zach LaVine and Otto Porter for Al Horford and Ben Simmons.
Yeah, but nah.
And you can take Laurie too. You can take Laurie. Leave me Kobe White. Give me Ben Simmons, Al Horford, and we gonna be decent. We gonna be decent.
I don't really want Horford, yo.
We gonna be decent.
I don't
we gonna be decent.
Really want Horford.
And then
Horford
actually you can retain some of your cap room.
I don't really want Horford. Horford and Wendell. I don't really want Horford and Wendell. And also, I would personally like to pair Ben Simmons and Laurie together. Personally, honestly, I think that would be a great.
You just said that you wanted Philly to trade for him.
Yeah, I mean they might ask for him, because I also think that Laurie would be cool to pair with Embiid, because you could play 4 out still, because Laurie don't want to come in the paint ever anyway.
Okay.
So like, you could play out with him. But if I'm the Bulls and if I was getting Ben Simmons, I would like to again pair him with Laurie, because again, I could just basically damn near stick Ben Simmons at the 5 sometimes, or you be my paint presence, and I could also just play 4 out. I think Lowry, again, I think about Lowry. I don't think Lowry's a bad player. I think Lowry's a good player. I think he will work on a lot of teams. I don't think he's a superstar that Bulls fans thought he was gonna be. But I do think Lowry is a good. I'm saying he can have a 13-year NBA career. I think if you put Lowry next to a guy who has quote unquote gravity, he'll be good. Gravity and can pass the ball, he'll be good. He wants to shoot threes. He's not a bad 3-point shooter. It's just that he's not a star guy. He's a second to third guy. And I think if you brought up Ben Simmons in, a guy who could take up the paint and, put pressure on the defense, and you have Lowry out there spacing the floor for him, I think that could work. Also, I think if you put Lowry on like the Sixers, then you have a guy with paint presence like a Joel Embiid. You even heard Draymond talk about him. Yo, when Embiid takes jumpers, we're congratulating him. Thank you for shooting a jump shot. We don't want to guard you.
I want to say this, Draymond. The same way that girl been talking about Kevin Durant is the way she need to be talking about Draymond Green. Because Draymond Green is just on TV doing too much, bro.
He gearing up for his second life.
I know he's setting up for his second life,
which he'll be great at, by the way.
But he is on TV doing too much. Like, there should be no reason why you should not be on the court kicking people in the nuts or doing whatever you normally doing to get to get fined.
That was hilarious.
You still that clip somehow managed to get fined for $50,000. Are you tampering right now? Maybe. Why are you tampering? You asked Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. What the hell do you need with Devin Booker and Draymond Green?
What you mean?
I would have been like, hell no, I ain't tampering.
What we need with Devin Booker? What you mean? Trade Wiggins for Devin Booker? You wouldn't take it? Lie to me. Lie.
Wiggins for Devin Booker?
Wiggins and a pick for Devin Booker. If Phoenix
is not doing that.
I know they wouldn't, but if they did.
If Phoenix do that, if Phoenix do that, they need to get rid of the franchise and give a new franchise to Seattle. Hell no.
I know that they wouldn't do it, but let's say they would.
No.
You wouldn't want that trade? If you was Golden State?
Yeah, I would want that trade.
Okay, I'm about to say.
How you gonna stop that? We running the Rockets lineup time 58.
Exactly. We gonna wild out.
Iggy, come back.
No, Iggy need to no. Iggy need to go home. Iggy need to go home. No, Iggy need to
get cooked up.
I will never let people forget all the fuss they made about Iggy this season. I watched Iggy this season.
They made all this fuss about Iggy for him to get sunned by a WNBA player.
Shout out Ariel Powers. I think she sprained her ankle too. Shout out to
Ariel Powers. I'm sorry, I don't mean to call you a WNBA player. Don't call me out on Twitter. I genuinely did not remember your name, but I remember you played in the WNBA.
What team she play for?
I have no idea.
Come on, G.
I know she's number 23 though.
What team she play for?
I have no idea.
Guess. Throw out a wild guess.
She probably played for like the Red, so probably the Mystics. Or
okay, okay.
Yeah, but literally, I would have never known. I would have had no clue that her number was 23 had he not said that.
I just want to say that. 23, but I know who she. I know who she is. Obviously.
I mean, I didn't, and I covered the WNBA.
By the way, Candace is balling this year. She helps have triple double today.
Look. You want to keep your press credentials, and I want to continue to be a good human being, so I'm gonna reserve my comments on that because they are 4-3 right now. You said a bit talk about she having the best year. Well, how?
I didn't know. I know
how. Sway.
I did that. I see. I know.
Or one of the best years, or whatever year you try to say she having. I'm not rocking with that shit.
I'm not rocking with that. That's not what I said.
I'm not rocking.
What I said was she looks healthier and she's moving better than what I have seen her move in recent memory.
She is.
That's what I said.
She is, and I have nothing to bad to say about Candace Parker. I think she is having a Melo year.
She is trying. She been better than Melo, G. Come on. G.
Why is everybody so disrespectful to Melo? I looked on 2K and I saw Melo had a 78. I'm like, gee, why does Melo have a 78?
He deserves a 78.
Melo's at least an 81. G. Melo is an 81. Actually, that's gonna be the name of this episode. Gee, Melo is an 81.
Melo not an 81, G. No, Melo ain't an 81.
Melo is definitely an 81, bro. Melo is definitely an 81, G. Melo is an 81.
Melo not no guy. G, I think Jonathan Isaac was an 81 before he went down. So Melo been that good this year? Lie.
No, Jonathan Isaac was more like an 84.
82.
He's more like an 84. 82. He was arguably the defensive player of the year before he went down. No cap. He was playing the best.
He would have been in contention.
Exactly. So that's an 84.
But I don't think
that's
he would have
84.
That's
an 84.
But real quick, he wouldn't have got nominated, though.
That's an 84.
He wouldn't have got nominated. If Ben Simmons ain't get nominated, he wouldn't have got nominated.
That's an 84.
I'm saying he wouldn't have got
still
nominated.
an 84. It don't matter what he got nominated for. He's still an 84.
I think Draymond's like a
Melo at least an 81.
No, Melo.
Draymond an 81.
I think Draymond like a 83 or something.
81. Like good. He an 81.
Melo not no 81.
Melo's an 81.
No, G. Melo is a 78. 78 ain't bad though.
Out of 100? That's a C, G. No, Melo is not G. Melo is an 81,
ain't
G.
fucking CJ McCollum like an 82?
G, put Melo on the Nets right now. He averaging 25.
That is a stretch.
No, it's not, G. No, it's not.
Averaging 25.
Okay, he averaging 20.
He'll get to 20. 25 is a stretch.
Then 84.
But like, how
good? I'm sorry. 81. Melo's 81,
How
G.
good is this 25 going to be, G?
I don't care.
What you mean you don't care, G?
I don't care,
How good is this 25? It
don't matter. The Nets won 3 games.
Okay.
Melo could average 23, and the Nets could still win 3 games right now if he was playing on the Nets.
I don't know about that.
Yes, he could.
I don't know about that.
And by the way, you gonna lose that bet because Karis LeVert is not. I'm sorry, Karis LeVert is not gonna average more than 25.
Who they playing right now in the playoffs? The Raptors.
Yeah. They finna strap that man up, G. All right, Norman Powell, Fred VanVleet gonna have that man running all over the court. And also, you got to worry about his average during the regular season because you said combined average. So don't forget that I remember that.
No, I said combined. No. I said the bubble, the whole bubble. He gonna average 25 in the bubble. So these regular season games mixed with the playoffs.
Yeah. So you better be concerned about him not scoring that much and he played 3 games. So whatever happens. You at 23.7 right now. What you say? 24 or 25?
I really said 22, but I think I said.
I think we settled out at 24. I think.
Yeah. Okay. 24.
He had a 13-point game.
He good.
You won the first part.
He good.
It's fine. It's fine. As long as I break even, I don't care. God damn it. As long as I break even, because you definitely would. I don't know how the hell they won 3 games.
They not a bad team. They play hard. And also again,
low key, they need to keep their coach. I like the black dude. He cool. Vaughn? Yeah, Jock. Oh, that's Jacques Vaughn.
Yeah, Jacques Vaughn.
He lost a lot of weight. Jacques Vaughn looked like he smoked squares.
It's like you're talking about they gonna win. I don't know. See, I'm almost.
No offense to Jacques Vaughn. That's just an honest assessment.
Portland is. I'm wondering if they just inconsistent. They might just be inconsistent, bro.
Portland, why? They're up in this game, and you talk
by 2.
So what? They're up. They're a non-playoff team. They're 30-39, and you sit up here talking to me about them playing against a top 5 team in the East.
Yeah, but come on, G.
Come on, G. What you gonna do against that? That's Hall of Famer.
First of all, where is Whiteside, and why do they not want to play him anymore?
I don't know where Whiteside is.
Like, is he there?
Yeah, he's there.
Or is he in the hotel?
He's there. He's definitely in the bubble.
Or is he in the hotel?
Whiteside is in that bubble.
Like, what does Whiteside do?
He had like 4 minutes the other day. I was like, yo, what?
What does Whiteside do? The teams have just decided that they just don't want Whiteside no more. I also thought
he's not even listed as available this game. Okay, so he might be out.
He might be out.
They might be resting him.
Okay, because like I was supposed to say, what does Whiteside do where teams just decide on a whim he's not a part of our organization anymore?
They watch his Snapchat story.
Because I also think Whiteside is
playing again. Okay, Russ probably not gonna play the rest of the regular season.
Yeah, they've been real careful with Russ all season.
It's gonna be interesting to see what the Rockets do. Let's actually talk about the Rockets. How are you feeling so far? They beat the Lakers. Actually, they beat the Lakers.
They beat the Lakers.
Yeah, they beat the Lakers. But no LeBron. Lakers been looking bad. Let's talk Rockets then Lakers. What do you think?
I like the way the Rockets been looking. I think Jeff Green has been a huge addition for them. I think Ben McLemore has earned himself a contract. Somebody paying Ben McLemore next season for the work that he's now for the shooting
Back
work.
your mic up a little bit.
For the shooting work that he's put in this season, somebody's paying Ben McLemore. I think they rebound as a team well. I think PJ Tucker has been working his ass off defensively. He takes a punishment every game, but I think he's just as important to the defense as Harden and Russ are to the offense. I want to see Russell Westbrook's shooting percentage go back up to what it was during the season. Take a little bit less threes. I think he's settling a lot. Maybe that could be because he's tired.
And he old.
Huh?
Old.
Yeah, but he's not.
All these old guys are having a lot of trouble. Like that's why T.J. Warren is playing so well, because all these guys that are old and that have logged a ton of minutes not playing well, with the exception of Harden, who's been playing kind of like himself.
Yeah, but the thing about Russ is
it's also a changing of the guard. Do you notice that we're watching a changing of the guard? Like it's over for like Bron's era is it's over. It's done.
Yeah, definitely.
Like even Harden and KD and Steph era, their era is almost done, bro. Luka is here, bro. Like I know I was talking shit and it might have been hyperbole and I was talking shit, but bruh.
But I remember even saying when it started, like, yo, like a lot of these guys, when this returns, are gonna be like 32, 33.
Yeah.
Like Steph is 33, gonna probably be 33 next year.
I think this was good for him though. I think actually this was good for guys like him and Draymond.
I mean, sure, but still, like, they're on the other side of things now. Like, it's gonna be hard for them to even again. He gotta guard somebody. People again. You lose a step. People can guard you easier now. Even like even a guy like which also why I said
I look at JJ Redick and JJ Redick dropped 31, I believe, versus the Spurs. If JJ Redick can still drop 31 in today's NBA, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson will be fine until the end of time.
I agree, but JJ Redick has a lot less responsibility than what Steph Curry currently has right now.
Yeah, but I don't think that they'll always have that much responsibility. I think the Warriors. I think Klay Thompson is the future. And I think if you're the Warriors, Steph should know. Yeah, we putting the ball in Klay's hands.
Klay's 30.
Woo. Huh?
But even Klay's 30.
Yeah, but not a real 30. Not a real 30.
He like 33 because he been going to the finals every single year.
Huh? Yeah, but he's never had to be the guy. He's always been a secondary guy, and he's a shooter. Shooters shoot, B. Shooters shoot, B.
I hear you, but he's still going to the finals every year. He's still playing at least 100 games every year. He still asked to be the best perimeter defender on the team every year.
Not anymore. That's gonna be up to Wiggins.
Nah, it's still gonna be up to him. But I do think Wiggins will take a little bit of the pressure off of Klay. But nah, I mean, for the Rockets. But that's also why I said that I think that it's now and never for Houston. Like, it doesn't get better from here on out. How does it get better? Like, Russ is turning, 32? Harden is over the other edge. Like, P.J. Tucker, I think this is his last year on the contract.
Yeah.
Do you even want to pay P.J. Tucker to be 36-year-old utility man, basically?
Yeah.
So I think it's now or never for, Houston. Like, these other teams, again, Luka, all the Mavericks need is a little bit of defense. That's it. A little bit of defense and everybody stay healthy.
All the Mavericks need is for their main guys to get older. I think need a little defense. I've been saying this. I think for the past week and a half, 2 weeks. Slow down. Like when you look at them in late game execution, they just play too fast. They play
defense too.
They play like a. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but in this league, if you can put 140 on anybody on any given night, I don't care about your defense because I have to score with you. Like there are teams in the NBA that are currently playing that can not on any given night put up 140. But when you're playing the Mavericks, they can put up 140. And Luka's going to give you 30 to 35 and still probably give you 10 to 20 assists.
That's why I said a little bit of defense. Like, I think during the season they were ranked 18th.
Yeah, but they also were like 2-11 in games decided under 10 points. Yeah. A lot of that's decision making. I looked at the Bucks game. That game shouldn't have won in overtime. They should have won that game.
And also, again, defense. Execution. I think that defense and both ways though, defense and execution.
Which is why I think the Rockets do have a chance though, because they can catch anybody off on execution. Because like I be playing in 2K, and don't get me wrong, like my 2K record right now is 10-9. I just want to say I quit 3 games because 2K still has it where you can pick a team and then they'll make you play against the same team and y'all just pick different uniforms. So I always quit. So I should be 10-6. But I got blown out the other day by 30, and I just kept playing just to piss the dude off because like he was mad. He's like, just quit. Like I'm streaming. I'm not quitting just because you're streaming. He like, I'm gonna screenshot this and send it to all my buddies. I'm like, good, do it. Okay. Find me on Twitter. This is my name. Tell them to go watch our YouTube channel. But I be playing with the Rockets, and what I realize is that personnel wise, you can't really mess with them. But unless you're able to rebound and hit shots at the same time. Like, if you can rebound and hit threes, you can beat them. But if you can't rebound and hit threes, then they're going to out-execute you and out-shoot you. If they're going to get 45 to 60 points a night on three-point baskets, that means that whatever you usually have going to the hole is what it is. Like, I've been playing 2K so much, and, like, I hate playing 2K now because everybody literally just grabs the ball, runs up court baseline, and then gets a layup. But, like, when you look at the way that the modern NBA defense is, if you playing against old teams, they initially went back, and when they set up a 2-3 zone, the 2-3 zone was, like, 3 basically 1 in the paint, 2 on the sides, very close, and then 2 at the very top of the free throw line. Now 2-3 zone is really more like it's really more damn near like more like you running a 5-up zone. Because,
it's really like a man-to-man zone.
It really is because the 5 has to come up to the top if like you playing the Rockets zone, because they running 5 out. So then even if you have a big man and you keep them down low, you leaving yourself open to a mid-range or a 3-point shot, you get screwed all game long. So it's impossible to play them, which is why I think they can beat any team in the West. And if they win a championship, Russell Westbrook, number 3 point guard all time.
And also the thing about it is like with Harden is like if Harden is on and you play him one-on-one, Harden can actually beat, like he can literally go for 50, 60. So you're probably usually going to double him.
Bruh, I scored 39 the other day with Harden. And I was playing this dude, and I literally had more points than his entire team in the second half with Harden. I had like 35. I had 31 with Harden. Dude had like 27 and a half,
and that's not even unrealistic.
And a half, bro.
And what people realize about Harden is since he's been wildly efficient. He ain't even shooting the ball that much. He been taking like 20 shots, being 12 for 20, 35 points, 10 assists. And the thing with Russ is, again, I think people forget a lot of times Russ is still the MVP. Yeah. So if you trap Harden, and now what they'll actually do is, even if you watch the Draymond thing from yesterday, he was breaking down like the Blazers game, is they'll trap him up, but they'll run Russ up like the big man that would usually be right there. Russ will cut. So now Russ gets the ball in the middle of the floor. Yeah. That's still wide Russell open. Fucking Westbrook, one of the better passers in the NBA. One of the better passers in the NBA, and still one of the better finishers in the NBA. Now he has the ball, your point guard in the middle of the floor. You have to stop ball because you just can't let somebody get a layup all day. And if he gonna kick it out, and if Jeff Green and PJ Tucker are gonna be on, it's nothing you can really do. It's very, very simple basketball, but
that's not goaltending. Is that goaltending to you?
Yeah, it's a butter cylinder.
I hate that call.
Melo?
No. Man said Melo is at 81 overall. But let's go ahead. Let's talk Lakers, and then let's end it out with Clippers. What do you think about the Lakers?
They just don't look good. And I think
are they gonna win a championship?
I can't see it, and I think they really miss Rondo. I really think they really miss Rondo.
Yeah. Lakers fans. Yeah. What do they run when LeBron leaves the floor?
God bless.
Literally, what do they run with God? Nah. And also, the blueprint was yesterday when they was doubling AD. He can't pass out of a double team. He don't know what to do when he get double. You can disrespect Giannis all you want to, but he is an amazing passer out of a double team now. He wasn't at first, but he learned really, really quickly. If you're going to get doubled, tripled, pass it out.
Yeah, but Giannis is also really a wing that just got so damn big that he plays the 4. Anthony Davis should really be playing the 5 position.
I mean, yeah, but Giannis is still 6'11" too. Anthony Davis is 6'11".
Yes, but also it's a different type of. I don't think Giannis is more, which is also why I was made the comment about you trying to go guard Luka. I agree that he did have 5 fouls at that point in time, which is fair. But Giannis is way more mobile, I think, than what Anthony Davis is.
He can't guard Luka.
He could try.
How can he guard Luka when usually when they're out there running the offense or defense? Robin Lopez is usually the guy that's down there, so you're going to put a stretch shooter out there so that way he has to. Brooke Lopez or Robin Lopez, either one of them. So you're going to put a stretch shooter out there to pull them away from the rim. That means Giannis has to roam like Urlacher or like Draymond does around the court and defend shots. Like I even saw Giannis close out on Tim Hardaway Jr. And it wasn't even so much that he blocked the shot, but it was just like Tim Hardaway Jr. was like 8 feet away from him, and Giannis just jumped in the air. And his hand, Tim Hardaway Jr. was super far away, but when the ball was coming out, their hands was like that. I'm like, yo, I couldn't imagine trying to get shots up off him. So I don't think his job is to man-on-man defend. His job is to roam. I'm going to wait for y'all to make a mistake, and I'm going to come and smack that shit out of your hand.
I hear you. I get that. But him being the physical specimen that he is, in certain situations, when it's like, yo, we need one stop, I would like to see Giannis take that challenge. I just first would like to see Giannis take that challenge. Like, you know what? I got him. Y'all get my back. Again, everybody that plays is basically 6'8". And even Eric Bledsoe, even though he's smaller, he's still like 6'1". He's still like 6'1", 210 pounds. He's still kind of a bulldog. It's not like he's a scrawny guard, like he's a like he's a Trae Young or something like that. He's still a bulldog type of guard. So even if he gets matched up against somebody who's taller than him, I think he has the strength. He might even have the strength advantage to be able to hold his own consistently if he does get matched up on somebody who is a little bit smaller than him. So in certain situations, not saying all game, because that would be stupid. I think he's best at roaming around and cleaning up everybody's mess ups. Mm-hmm. But in certain situations, we're like, yo, we need one stop. I would like to see him, who is the physical specimen that he is, play man-to-man, one-on-one defense. But also, with that being said, again, like, Giannis is a player who they put him at the 4, but he's more positions than what AD is. AD is not positionless, which is also why I think that even though when people say, oh, yeah, he's the best player on the team, I don't think you can build a championship team around AD unless you have great guard play. And even the year when he had his most success, you had Rondo with him. You can't just give AD the ball consistently all game, move out the wing, like, all right, AD, figure it out. They just gonna fucking double you, and then he gonna go a little bit brain neutral.
Yeah.
And again, even yesterday, I think they had a 7-point lead when Bron left the game. Bron left the game, that shit evaporated in 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Alex Caruso was not a point guard. Deion Waiters is not a point guard. They don't have another. Bradley is not there. They don't have another point guard when Bron goes off the court. And I think they tried to run a pick and roll the other day with like Caruso and like AD. The lob I saw get thrown to AD, I don't ever want to see get thrown ever again. Caruso don't ever need to do that.
You tweeted about it, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't ever want to see that throw ever again. I don't ever want to see that ever again.
Like, hey, who he throw that to?
I don't ever want to see that ever again.
Yo, like this man is not 13 feet tall.
They really miss Ron. Like, what you need for your backup point guard, even more so than anything else, is like if we left it.
Tell it to Daniel Belts.
Is if Bron checks out and we had a 7-point lead, I don't want Bron to check in and we down 2. Mm-hmm. I want Bron to check in and we still got our 7-point lead, or maybe it's a 5-point lead, something like that, or maybe you extended it to 10. Which even going back to like the Sparks real quick, but Taya Cooper, the reason why I think she's good is because she is a solid backup point guard. She, being a rookie, isn't at the place where she can make plays for other people.
I have a criticism about Taya Cooper.
That's
she
right.
has to braid her hair up because I'm watching her, and every possession her hair is in her face. Like you will never be successful that way.
I feel you.
Braid it, like literally keep it long.
No,
I'm not saying, but braid it because
I understand.
Literally
it don't make sense.
She trying to get the ball. Her hair is like all in like this. I'm like, yo, how are you gonna win a WNBA game like that, G?
I feel you, but I'm just saying from like a point guard standpoint of view is like even like a TJ McConnell. A TJ McConnell was a guy. He's not gonna obviously win you a basketball game, but he'll come in and he'll steady the game. Like, if you give TJ McConnell a 10-point lead, when you check out the game, when he checks back out, he'll probably still have a 10-point lead. He might have a 7, might have an 8, but it's not going to be something where it evaporates. The Lakers have nobody to come in and control the pace.
But Deion Waiters, but the Lakers won free agency, Pavi.
But listen.
But Pavi, the Lakers won free agency, bro.
Listen.
The Lakers won free agency.
Listen, I don't.
But the Lakers won free agency, bro. That's what y'all told me.
No, but listen, bro. What you saying don't really make sense because 2 of their rotation players not there. Like,
so
literally, if you take 2 players out of any rotation, they don't look the same. Any rotation on planet Earth, they don't look the same. You took your other starting backcourt player, and you took your starting caliber point guard, but your bench facilitator. So you took basically all your point guards off the roster. Yeah, they not gonna look the same. They got no point guards left.
I'm crying.
Yeah, fucking Quinn Cook is running the offense. The hell is this?
He had a great game though. No, because you want to know something funny? When you was calling me a hater in them episodes when I was drunk as hell and I was screaming at you and we was banging on the tables and shit when we was talking about the Lakers, you was like, you were late. I'm like, I'm not a hater, bro. Look at this roster. I just want to say, I told you so, and I told you so.
What do you mean?
I told you so. But I told you that if somebody got hurt, no. Because I said they old. I literally said they old. I literally said they was old. But I literally said they was old.
I said that's any team, G.
No, it's not any team.
Literally, no,
that's not any team, G. That's not any team. The Nets didn't look better than the Lakers in the goddamn bubble.
Listen. When you took fucking Pat Connaughton and goddamn Eric Bledsoe off the Bucks, they look different. And they got goddamn
not that different.
They look different.
Not that different. And actually, I liked them better when Eric Bledsoe wasn't there.
That's fair. But they took when they looked different.
Crying at you saying that's fair.
I feel you. That's fair. I feel you. Like I was even but sometimes like Eric Bledsoe just be wilding a little bit. It's like E-Bled, you should probably sub in George Hill right here because you're wilding. But I also think not having no fans helps Eric Bledsoe. I honestly think it helps Eric Bledsoe. I think the fans get into it, and sometimes he go a little bit too crazy. Like, yo, relax, bro. Relax. And I think that some situations you should sub in George Hill. But anyway, you take 2 rotation players off of most teams, it hurts them. And you take all the team's point guards away, yeah, it's gonna hurt them.
Hell no, Melo.
That's a bucket.
There we go. 81 rating. 81 rating. 2K. Stop being a hype beast. Stop. G, I was playing the other day against Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Oscar Robertson, G. It wasn't even that they was killing me. It was all the open shots they created in the corners. They was just splashing them. I'm like, gee.
For 3?
Yes, I'm like, bro. I'm like, they wouldn't hit none of these.
If you like
splashing them, bro.
If you watch in the 70s, there were players who would actually literally take threes and make them.
That's what the Lakers need though, because I don't think Danny Green, Cash, give me that Melo. Ooh. See, but also I think the difference between Melo is early in Melo's career. That move would have been a little bit, would have been a half a second faster.
A half a second, a full second faster.
Nah, it would have been a half a second faster. And that half a second would allow him to, because even when he let the ball go a little too late, that half a second give him enough time to just be able to see the basket for a little bit longer, let it go a little bit sooner. Go in. But instead it's late and then it's off to the right.
A full second faster, but I feel you.
And Melo not that. No, that's how Braun is. Braun is like a whole. Braun is looking old now. Braun is old now. Braun is in that Melo territory. He is. He really is, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think Braun is in that Melo territory, but Braun is like Mike. Even though Mike was in the Melo territory when he was in Washington, he was still the greatest. He was still one of the greatest players to ever do it.
Him in Washington. Real quick.
What?
Real quick.
I've been saying that, though. I said that last year. I said that last year. If you put Michael Jordan from Washington Wizards on his team with Anthony Davis, G, they going to have the number 1 seed. Yes, they would. G, put Michael Jordan from the Wizards on this team. They would have the number 1 seed. Yes. Put Mike on the Lakers right now with the number 1 seed, bro. Put Michael Jeffrey Jordan on the Lakers right now with the number 1 seed, and they would have the best record.
No, the fuck they not.
Yes, they would.
No, they not.
Yes, they would.
They're gonna be a smooth 6
No, they would not. You
They're
tripping.
Gonna be a smooth 6
You tripping.
First of all, that Wizards roster wasn't terrible enough that they couldn't make the playoffs.
Yes, it was.
No, G. They could have made the playoffs.
G, Heidi White was on the goddamn floor.
They could have made the playoffs, G. The bottom of the East was terrible. They could have made the 8th seed.
Heidi White and Kwame Brown?
Okay.
Do you remember Jahidi White?
Hamilton?
No disrespect to Ty Lue. No disrespect to Ty Lue because I like Ty Lue.
Popeye Jones wasn't terrible. He wasn't terrible. They could have made the 8th seed.
G, LeBron got Anthony Davis.
Okay.
Anthony Davis.
LeBron
got Anthony Davis.
First of all, how was Mike even utilize AD? He don't pass like Bron. That's not gonna work the same.
I really hate you, bro. What the fuck?
That's not gonna work the
Michael
same.
Jordan couldn't use Anthony Davis?
That's not gonna work the same, G.
Alright, G.
They will make G. First seed, no. Playoffs, yes, of course. First seed, hell no.
G, Michael Jordan.
No. The first seed, hell no, they ain't making the first seed.
Alright, G.
How?
Alright, G.
How?
Alright, G.
How?
How,
G? The first seed.
You do good, though.
Wizards, Mike, and AD getting you the first seed.
Yes.
No. Smooth 5th. 5th, 6th.
First seed.
No.
First seed.
No.
First seed. You want to know why? Because the first time Danny Green go 1-8, Michael Jordan gonna slap the shit out of him.
He gonna go 1 for 17.
No, he not.
Yes, he is. He gonna miss some more.
No, he
gonna miss some more.
No, he is not.
Intimidation shit not gonna work. He gonna miss some more.
You think if they was playing with Michael Jordan?
Yes.
No.
They gonna miss more shots.
No. Who intimidated LeBron James?
Huh?
Who's intimidated LeBron James? Even Rio. I was, it's out to whoever's retweeted. Like, yo, anybody knows like, LeBron. No, he don't like being called a bitch. So I was like, stop playing like a bitch. And then LeBron want to get in, which is hilarious, by the way. Because the whole time we all thought that like LeBron was just trying to smack up Rio when in reality Rio was being very disrespectful to Bron. And I feel Bron. I would have slapped this shit like, nigga, what the fuck you say to me, boy? You out of your goddamn like they grabbed like the funniest part is like LeBron moves so fast, whoever's next to him literally just grabbed like, hey bro, like literally, hey bro, no, like it wasn't even like 3 seconds. Literally, Braun stood up and they literally grabbed, hey, bro.
Hey, relax.
Like, man. Everybody had to hear, like, oh, zero.
Relax.
Like in the Goodfellas scene when they in fucking in the Copacabana, I think that is, or in that bar, and they laughing and everybody laughing, and they get quiet for a second. But then we call that man a bitch. Braun stood up with the quickness, boy. Like, I will fire you.
Nah, dead ass, bro. The Lakers, I don't, bro.
They now
this ain't right.
First or second round.
I'm gonna go. I think they get out the first.
You think they can beat the Blazers?
Yeah, I think they can beat. I think they can beat. The reason I think they can beat the Blazers, I just think the Blazers are just inconsistent. I think talent-wise they match up very well, but I think that
but I mean, you gotta show some respect to the guys that have been hurt and been injured.
Yes, no. Like, yes.
I feel like you
but look,
some disrespect there.
No, but look, this is what I'm saying. Like, even in the game against the Clippers. Also, I'm wondering about I hate to say it, their coaching.
I've been thinking this though.
Like, bro, when Nurk took that one-legged step back, I was like, oh, we fucked up.
Man, I said when Nurk took the one-legged step back, I knew.
Literally.
That was when I knew.
Nah, literally, when Nurk got the ball, all I heard was Patrick Ewing, one-legged step back. Do you practice that
all year?
Do you ever practice? I've never seen Nurk ever shoot an off one-legged step back. I'm like, y'all not running nothing. At no point in time did anybody look over to the coach and be like, hey, bro, let's run an actual play. They literally did, okay, your turn for a bucket in a pivotal point in the game.
Yeah.
So it's like, obviously, yes, the players, Dame should have got a better look. You know, Dame being the point guard he is, somebody should have got a better look. But at a certain point in time, I think it's a coach's job to intervene and actually run something. And I wonder about just even watching somebody like that, Terry Stotts. Yeah. And you've been there, 4, 5, 6 years now? Now, granted, obviously it's Portland. Y'all always an underdog, so you're going to get some, you know.
Yeah, but I think Terry Stotts kind of overstayed his welcome a long time ago, though, personally. But go ahead.
No, I mean, I feel you. But, like, I like that, when I saw that yesterday, I'm like, for this to be as pivotal of a game as it is.
Yo, I just thought of something. Sorry, go ahead.
For this to be as pivotal of a game as it is against a Clippers team that's bench their whole starters.
Yeah.
You gotta run something, yo. Like, you gotta let's actually get in here and run something. Like, that's on you to do as a coach. I didn't see them run a play the whole final 4 minutes. The hell is this?
Yeah.
Today, here we go down again. So I wonder, like, are they just...
but we gotta stop acting like they're not a subpar team that was ravaged by injury.
Real quick though, I don't think they're a subpar team when healthy. But I just wonder if they have been so inconsistent all year that you just can't fix his inconsistency. I don't think they were a subpar team when healthy. I told you, I think I picked Dame for possibly my MVP pick, and the Blazers could, as a dark horse, but maybe. Yeah. If they were healthy, conference finals again, or maybe even finals again. Ooh. But I just wonder if they've had this stench of inconsistency on them so long this year that it's too.
I mean, yeah, you say that, but that's only because we're watching the game and it's in a balance. Like, you have to stop disrespecting them. Like, you have to give them more credit than anything because they've essentially completely reshaped the roster, through getting health. I mean, before the bubble, Yusef Nurkic and Zach Collins probably would have came back limping into the playoffs. Now they're completely healthy. And you look at a guy like, Rodney Hood, he tore his Achilles. Before then, you weren't that deep. Trevor Ariza, you had Trevor Ariza. You also lost Trevor Ariza. So if I'm Portland, we playing with house money. So if I'm Dame, we playing with house money. Why not be able to beat LeBron in the Lakers in the first round? I think literally, if the Blazers beat the Lakers in the first round, Anthony Davis will not re-sign with the Lakers. And I think that's a complete humiliation. And I think he honestly re-signs with the Bulls in their new regime and their new power structure. And I think that Ben Simmons trade winds up actually happening. I think you wind up getting Anthony Davis and Ben Simmons on the same team. Because I'm just looking at LeBron and, like, I don't see he's not getting better. LeBron is like my car right now. Like, I'm almost done paying it off.
You got to tell people what year your car is for context.
2011.
How many miles on your car?
Don't get me wrong. I don't have a lot of miles on my car because I've been working from home for the past couple years.
No, but how many miles total?
It's like 90,000 miles on my car. Like, most people have like 100. Like, if somebody had a car but honestly, I've only had the car for like 6 years or 5 years or whatever. But still, But LeBron is like my used car. Like literally, like my car got 90,000 miles on it. G. Like it's not getting any younger. It's only having more problems. It's already had some electrical problems in the door, but like I almost paid it off. So like regardless, I'm about to own it. It's finna be mine.
I feel you. Like my like car radio is like shot, but it's
mine.
It's about to be mine.
I got like 2 more payments left. LeBron, he had 90,000 miles and running.
Nah, it's
you gotta start him up in the winter. You can't just hop in that motherfucker and start up and start driving.
Again, hopefully they can get Rondo back. So I think a lot of this could be fixed if Rondo could come back. I even think a lot of Bron's problems could be fixed if Rondo could come back. Because even got to initiate all his offense from the 3-point line. I think a lot of it is sometimes you want to just put him in the post. You know, get Bron some easy looks. But you can't do that with fucking Caruso at the helm. I like Caruso. I think he's a good defender. I think he plays hard. I think he's witty. But we trying to win a championship, G.
Yeah,
I want Rondo out there. Like,
no, but I said this though.
And
y'all told me I was wrong. You told me I was wrong. Pavy, shut up and listen to me. G. Shut the fuck up and listen to me. You sat here. Okay, we sitting here. No. Shut your ass up. Shut the fuck up.
You didn't tell me.
Shut up.
2 rotation players.
Shut up. We in TPJ Studios. We sitting on one set right now. Hoops and Brews set is right there. You sat there numerous times. We got the weekend. Called me a hater. You called me a fucking hater. You told me I was tripping. And I told you that they was gonna have people hurt. And you said that was every team, and I said no, they old as hell. And what's gonna happen when Danny Green don't make no shots? And guess what's happening? Danny Green gonna tell me something. Well, coach told me it's about the law of averages. The law of averages might not work out, big fella.
How many more?
Go hard.
By the way, I'm calling Danny Green how many more? By the way, I'm calling Danny Green how many more for the foreseeable future?
How many more green?
How many more?
How many more bucks?
How many more? But no, like they have guys hurt. I think like I just said, if Rondo can just come back and at least, you know, what's the word I'm looking for here?
He's not gonna be able to come back though.
I mean, probably not. But
I think they're gonna get eliminated before he gets to come back.
Supplement Bron, or at least just hold a game for
Lakers
4-5
might get swept.
minutes. By who? Portland?
No. And if they survive Portland the second round.
By who?
The Rockets.
Ooh, don't let it happen. Don't let it happen. Imagine me on Twitter, Lakers get swept by the Rockets. Imagine me on Twitter. Imagine me on Twitter.
I think that they might get swept by the Rockets.
I don't think I literally do not think the Lakers can beat the Rockets. I don't think it's possible. I honestly don't think the Lakers can. It's gonna sound terrible. Out of the top teams, Denver and Utah. I think those teams they could beat. That's it.
Yeah.
The Clippers, no. The Rockets.
They can beat the Clippers.
Do the Lakers?
They can beat the Clippers, but only
in a series.
Yes, but only if Montrezl Harrell doesn't play.
They can't beat the Clippers
because they don't have anybody to put pressure on Anthony Davis. The Clippers don't. If Montrezl Harrell is the pressure, and if he's not gonna play, and
the thing about
and condolences to Montrezl, he lost his grandmother. I'm at that age now where I'm not expecting anybody to go, but if I get a call, I wouldn't be surprised. So I don't want to sound insensitive. So I'm not rushing Trez back, and even Doc and them said they're not rushing him back. But also, if they don't have Trez, they're not going to win a championship. If they don't have Trez, they can't beat the Lakers.
No, they can beat the Lakers. I just think they got too many bodies to throw at Bron. Yo.
Until you beat LeBron in the playoffs, which I still have not seen anybody other than Steph Curry and Kevin Durant do for over the past pretty much 6 years. I don't have faith in you. I
feel you, but the thing about the Clippers is
I don't have faith in
you. Unless the Clippers beat themselves, which
Tim Duncan ain't walking through that door. Manu Ginobili ain't walking through that door.
Unless the Clippers beat themselves,
Kawhi Leonard ain't walking through that door in the Spurs uniform.
Unless the Clippers beat themselves, which they might do. We've seen many times here the Clippers beat themselves, and I think that the Clippers playing against themselves is going to be their main issue in the playoffs. It's them, not nobody else. Them is going to be their main issue in the playoffs. But they just got too many bodies to throw at Bron, yo. They got at least 4, 5, and just over a 7-game series. We didn't all say, Bron looks a little bit older. I don't know if you can overcome that for 7 games. So I think they can, and also I think Jerry West, I've said this the whole season, I think he built this team specifically to beat the Lakers. I don't even think Jerry West too much care about winning the ring this year. Like, if it happens, great. But he like, yo, we want to beat the Lakers. We want to make sure with everything, they not beating us. They not beating us.
I don't think really. If I'm Jerry West or the Clippers, actually let's shift gears, talk Clippers. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Don't count your eggs before your rooster, whatever the hell it is, whatever the hell the saying is, because I look at a team like the Phoenix Suns, and I look at a team like the Dallas Mavericks, and I look at a team like the Denver Nuggets, and I look at a team like the Blazers, and those teams have played very well versus the Clippers this year.
Guard play.
But I'm worried for the Clippers. Actually, I actually kind of wish the Clippers would get that 3 seed
and play who in the first round.
Whoever's the 6 seed, which I think is the Jazz. I actually think for them the 3 seed is better for them, because I think the Rockets most likely are probably going to end up in that 4 or 5 matchup. And if they end up in that 4 or 5 matchup, then great. Then they play the Lakers second round. If I'm them, I don't want to play the Mavericks in the first round. If I'm any team, I don't want to play the Mavericks in the first round.
Here's why.
Like if Luka, like worst case scenario, Luka fucks around or Luka messes around and gets, averages 35, 10, and 15 in the series.
He's not doing that on the Clippers. But here's why.
I didn't watch Shake and Bake.
Yes, but they're a little bit. But again, I think like PG and Kawhi, they have guards who are they have people who are very good at guarding wings. I think Luka, even though he plays point guard, he's a wing with guard skills. I disagree
with that. I've heard Jeff Van Gundy spent the past 24 hours marveling at Luka Doncic's point guard play.
Listen,
I'm not gonna let you call him a wing. He's a point guard.
He is as far as in speed.
Same way Magic Johnson was.
Yes, but at the same time, like
was Magic a wing?
Yeah. Now, granted, he probably had the best point guard skills of all time. But Magic was a 6'9" player. Like he didn't have Isaiah Thomas type speed. He wasn't a guy like that was fast and shifty like that. So again, I think that a lot of times the reason why they struggle is because you still have to move.
Hell no, come on, Melo.
Again,
81 on 2K. Let's go, Melo.
You still have to move side to side.
Let's go, Melo.
You still have to move side to side, and like a lot of the issues the Clippers have are with quicker, shiftier guards. Yeah. That's who gives them trouble. Luka, I think they'll be okay because they have guys that can just put on Luka. Also, I don't even know why people guard Luka with guards. They've been doing it all year. People will guard Luka.
You can't guard him with forwards.
Guard him with a 3.
How?
The Clippers
you have to go big, and then you can't have a point guard in your lineup.
But listen, the way
he's too big for Patrick Beverly. Way too big.
Yes, but again, you can put Kawhi on him. You can put PG on him. I wish they wouldn't have traded Mo Harkless. I really wish they wouldn't have traded Mo Harkless. That's another defender that you could have used for him as well. Again, the game.
You don't need offense.
The games in which they played them, they've done a decent job defending Luka because they have the defenders to be able to guard Luka. I think, and also it's not. I mean, yes, Dallas plays big, but even most of their bigs play still kind of small. So you can get away with putting somebody smaller on KP because KP, for the most part, is going to post up too much, and he's not that great at posting up. To be honest with you, anyway. He's okay, but he's not that great at posting up anyway. So I think if the Clippers played the Mavericks, they would be fine. Now, if the Mavericks play anybody else, look out. Look out. But I think if the Clippers play the Mavericks, they'll be fine. But if the Mavericks play anybody else, like if they could for some reason move away from the 7 seed, look out. Because I think really the only team that really has the defenders to be able to even deal with Luka throughout 7 games in the West right now, honestly, is the Clippers. Personally, in my opinion. So I think they could get the Mavericks in like 6. I do. I think they get him in like 6. I think Luka will go off for 1 game because Luka's a special talent, but I think they get him in like 6.
Yeah, but you forgot about KP.
Okay.
KP been averaging 30 in the bubble.
KP been going crazy, sure.
30 in the bubble. They have nobody to defend KP either, which is the other problem. But I mean, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see.
They really about to lose
in the East. Game. What do you think about the Bucks? Are you worried about them?
The Bucks.
Are you worried at all? They play the Raptors.
I'm worried about the Bucks because in late game situations, I still think they don't know. For one, they haven't played that many close games this year anyway. Number one.
I think they know it's just Middleton is Middleton.
Then that's gonna be. But even still, yesterday they didn't really. like, it's just when it's crunch time, it's just like I don't know. I don't know for the Bucks. Like, that's when they really get tight. And again, they also haven't, honestly, to like, kind of like the Warriors a couple years ago, when they used to beat everybody so bad that they didn't even really get to figure that out. They were just running through teams. They didn't even play too many games. But like, yo, we gotta close this game out. You like Giannis playing 30 minutes a night.
Yeah.
They ain't
Wilt
like
was playing 48.
Yeah, like ain't even like he on the court too many times when it's like winning time.
Yeah. So
he might not even have experience when it's like, yo, it's winning time right now. We need, good, concise possessions this time. So I'm worried about it from that standpoint. Still, when like shit gets tight, I still don't know who they go to. And I don't know if you can go to Giannis. I don't know if you can go to your best player when it gets, in crunch time. And I think that could potentially be an issue, unless it's in transition. If you can get in transition, obviously you cannot stop
I think
Giannis.
It depends. I think they've been loading up on him really, really heavy. And I think that's what they do against all great big men. So the rest of the pieces around them, you better make your shots.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, like,
it's not like LeBron. Like, you have to triple team Giannis. You didn't really have to triple team Bron.
Yeah,
you could
but
double
the thing
Bron.
about
You didn't
Giannis is
have
like
to triple team Giannis because he's in the paint.
Yeah, but also with Giannis is, do you trust him to be able to create still a skilled bucket? I think there will be points in time, which I've said all year in the playoffs, or when it is crunch time, when Giannis will have to create a skilled bucket, and I still have yet to see evidence of him create a skilled bucket when it really matters. And he's not the greatest free throw shooter. I mean, you saw him airball free throw last night. Now he's gotten better at it, but he's still not the greatest free throw shooter. So it's like, in those situations, you got to get the ball damn into Middleton. And Middleton, if he going to continue to play in the way that he's been playing, then okay, you good. But that's still a question mark.
Yeah.
So I'm worried about it from the standpoint of, like, what happens when it's a game 6 or something like that.
Oh, wow, Dame.
What happens when it's a game 6?
4-point play from Dame. I mean, that's why I'm not worried.
What happens when it's a
Big
game 6
Dame.
or something like that? We down 2.
Yeah.
54 seconds left.
Yeah.
What do they do? Do they even know what they do?
Interesting point.
So that's the only. But other than that, like, I still think they look fine. I think they got they team back. I still think they're the best team in the East. I think even if they did lose, it would be an upset. I don't think any team has better pieces than them. I think that in theory they're the best team in the league.
I think I think the Clippers arguably have better pieces, but it's only if they're all playing and if they're all firing on all cylinders. Which
not really. This season, not really.
Yes, they do. Kawhi Leonard and Paul George alone are better than
PG really having a better season than Chris Middleton this season? That's an honest opinion. No, he's not.
Yeah, but PG and Kawhi combined are better than PG and Middleton.
This year, not really. Dead ass. This year, no, they're not.
Yeah, but we still got Lou and Trez. And Marcus
Morris,
and Patrick Beverly.
Okay, we got Brook Lopez.
And Joakim Noah.
Okay, we got
Visa Zubac.
That's fair. Okay,
and JaMychal Green, who's been playing lights out in the bubble.
That's fair. We got Brook Lopez, who I personally think you could make a great argument for the fact that he should have been the finalist for Defensive Player of the Year. If you wanted to make that argument, you got Brook Lopez, you got Robin Lopez, who's also a solid defender. You got Pat Connaughton. He's been decent. Dante DiVincenzo looks like he's the next Fred VanVleet.
DiVincenzo.
DiVincenzo, who looks
Dante DiVincenzo,
who looks like he's the next Fred VanVleet sometimes. And also, the image I have of
he's
Dante,
gonna be better than Fred VanVleet.
That's fair.
He's a little bit taller, a little bit more athletic.
And also, the image of I have him of him in my mind is that Nets championship game. Remember when that Nets championship game he had like 20 in the first half?
Yeah.
So he seems like a guy that when like the lights is on, he might shine bright.
That's actually why I'm kind of mad Bledsoe is back, because I think he's gonna take a lot of shots away from DiVincenzo, and I actually like DiVincenzo getting the opportunity to be able to score. But yeah,
I don't mind that. I was watching the game yesterday. Like, I wish they would put George Hill in, and I hope that Coach Bud doesn't, like he did last year, stuck with Bledsoe when it's like, get Bledsoe off the floor, G. There were times the rap series was like, yo, Bledsoe is unplayable. Get him off the court, G. Put in George Hill. Please put in George Hill. But I think he does it because defensively.
I don't know who that's off. You got to jump all that.
But I think he does because defensively he gives you a couple more options than what George Hill does because he's bigger and stronger.
Yeah, interesting. So let's round this out. Last minute WNBA talk. What are your thoughts so far on the WNBA season as it's running concurrently with the NBA season? I haven't really been watching. I'm not gonna lie.
I think that's the only issue, though. I think in theory it's a good idea, but I think that when you have 6 NBA games on the day, I think that people who are just gonna pay more attention to the NBA. So I think that in theory it's a good idea because they're all going at the same time. But I don't know how the
way you solve that is you have an NBA game, WNBA game alternate. So instead of it being 3 NBA games on TNT, it's 2 NBA games and WNBA game. But we all know that's never gonna happen. So
that's the way you solve it.
It is what it is.
But it's like exactly, and also I think that the injuries have been a little bit of a disappointment in W. Like Diana got hurt yesterday.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, she hurt her back yesterday. I think Sabrina is the biggest one. I think Sabrina was the person who
she sprained her ankle.
Yeah, I think and she might be out for the rest of the season because she sprained it really bad.
It's a 12-game season though, right?
22.
Oh, 22?
But I think that Sabrina was the person who brought in the even casual fan. Like even me, I found not to say I'm a casual fan, but I found myself literally like if anybody else was playing and like she was playing, I'm watching Sabrina. Unless it's like the Rockets, I'm watching Sabrina hoop. So like I think that she brought in, and that's me of a person who so I think that she, at least a casual fan, if you heard the name, is okay. Like we even put videos up on MLG highlights. Yeah. They would get comments like anybody else.
HNB Media TV.
You're right on HNB Media TV.
No more MLG highlights. It's all HNB Media TV. Shout out to MLG though.
On HNB Media TV, they would get just as many views as a Luka Doncic video. Yeah. Damn near more.
Yeah, actually more than
more. So it's like I feel like she was a person that the league really cared about, that people really cared about, and it sucks that she's hurt. But I mean, it's been a good season though. I think that there are a lot of exciting stories, a lot of exciting rookies, like Kennedy Carter. I think she's great. Also,
I like the spelling of her name.
Yeah, it's dope.
It's like Chinity, but
I think her name is Crystal Langhorne, who for the links today, she put a mixtape out on the Sparks.
I'm crying.
Today. She had 27 points on the Sparks.
Yeah, and they lost by 16, so
yeah, but even with that, Sylvia Fowles was hurt. So it's like they lost.
Shout out to the OG Sylvia Fowles.
Yeah,
who actually was the first WNBA player I've ever seen rebound and be like, yo, she can rebound.
Sylvia,
like she can obviously I think she's what number 2 in the
NBA. No, she's all-time leading WNBA
rebound.
But
she can rebound. Like if she was in the NBA, she might not put up the same rebound numbers, but if you watch her play, if she was in the NBA, you'd be like, yo, she can rebound.
Yeah, it's like she was hurt. So it's like, yeah, the Sparks won, but they did what they should have done.
No, Boston won in overtime.
Like to me honestly, Sylvia Fowles, especially if you're just seeing what they did without her, has a viable case for MVP. She does. The Lynx are at this point 5-2.
Yeah.
She's averaging like 16 and 12. And even this game today, like she has a viable case for MVP.
Yeah.
A viable case. So it's like, yeah, the Sparks won, but I really wasn't extremely impressed with their win today. Like if they lost, I'm like, this is a terrible loss.
Yeah.
I really wasn't impressed. I was like, okay. Also, they have a problem with guard penetration. They got the Clippers problem. They can't stop guards. If you a quick guard, they don't know what this is. Like you get in the paint and if you can shoot,
you got out there defending. Look, this man Dame is going insane. Dame about to drop 50 in the bubble.
He is.
Which is going to be interesting. I think Dame is the most interesting player in the NBA playoffs. I think the most interesting player in the WNBA.
He really got 51.
He got 51.
Oh,
the most interesting player for the WNBA playoffs, I think, is Candace Parker.
I agree.
I think because if she can defend in the paint, then those words that you're talking about, you don't think about. But if she can't defend in the paint, then you're going to get gashed every time, and it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a long season for Fish. I had a lot of hope for Fish, but if they're not, I hope he make it.
The issue is that like they have to stay out of the game elimination because of how
That's why you don't give Garrett Trent Jr.
because of how they play defense. Literally, that spot right there where I'm pointing at was open all game.
I'm supposed to know where the hell you pointing at.
The left wing, the weak side left wing,
okay,
or the corner was open literally all game.
Okay.
If Minnesota could just shoot, I swear to God they would have won.
Well, the Pelicans are about to be officially eliminated from the playoffs. It was a good run while it lasted.
They wasted league resources.
They
came down here to
they wasted a lot of money.
Bucket.
They wasted a lot of money. Go ahead.
Came down here to waste league space.
Watch on some fluke-ish watch. Pass that.
By the way, these bubble games are never over. By the way.
Yeah, literally, it's like 2K. Literally, I told you. Didn't I just say I'm like, yo, they about to hit a three for no reason?
These
Literally,
bubble games
Al
are
Horford,
never over,
because
bro.
there's no crowd there. So like the emotion of the crowd, like you know how like usually when they, like you playing in front of people, like like people, like you know what I mean. Like you might not necessarily be thinking about it the whole time, but you know
you feel it.
And then like we ain't playing this in front of 7, we playing on a pickup court. It's 17,000 people in the arena.
These bubble games are
never over. It's literally an NBA 2K online game.
Literally, you'll go up now with 4 minutes left, and I'll be like, well, 2 more buckets.
No, even the Pelicans, they're down 22, came back. I'm like, all right.
Like the game ain't over. But also the Blazers, like you should. I mean, obviously it's Dame, so you're gonna let it go. But you probably should have ran something right there. Dame didn't need to shoot.
Al Horford still playing bully ball. Oh, he got fouled though. He definitely got fouled on that play to me though. That was definitely if he got fouled. He got fouled. That was a foul. Shout out to Shake and Bake Milton. Al Horford, Hall of Famer. Yak him. Al Horford, a Hall of Famer, off the fact that he played for the Florida Gators, won back-to-back championships, and somehow was still in the NBA bubble. Actually, him and Joakim Noah are both Hall of Famers for longevity alone.
I don't know if Noah gonna make it, but I think Horford actually will.
Literally, longevity along in the league, consistent, impactful players. Both all-stars, both top 20, top 10 arguable players, depending upon which year you want to pick. Joakim, what do you mean? Joakim Noah was top 5 MVP voting.
Top 10 arguably?
Depending on what year you want to pick. Well, in the year the 70, I mean, the Hawks won 60 games.
The Hawks starting lineup was top 10. Fuck out of here. The Hawks starting lineup was top 10.
I'm glad you agree with Joakim was top 10 one year.
I'm not going to argue with you.
Can't argue with that. MVP voting says different. Let's get it. It does. Melo. I thought Melo. Pass the ball, Melo. Oh, my God. Thought Melo was about to make a mistake.
Melo from the left.
Yeah, Melo from the left, G. Melo.
That's really Michael Beasley, but Melo from the left is one of the best nicknames of all time.
Bruh. Michael Beasley. Actually, let's talk about Michael Beasley. Better than Jokic. He is.
Michael Beasley?
Michael Beasley. Or actually, I'm thinking Michael Beasley.
Michael Porter Jr.?
I'm thinking Michael Porter Jr. I don't know what I'm thinking. When I said Michael Beasley,
I'm like, yeah, he got coronavirus at home, but if you want to talk about him,
I'm thinking about Michael. I'm thinking about Michael Porter Jr.
No, I don't think Michael Porter Jr. is better than Jokic yet. But like I said forever, I think Michael
Somebody
Porter
compared him to T-Mac, and I was like, it's not a bad comparison.
Yeah, I get why you would say T-Mac. I can understand. I think he has a very... Yeah, I can understand. I just think T-Mac was better with the ball.
Aligning ailments as well. Do they?
It's the way you whispered that. You use the word ailments. Comedy. But no.
They do. They have aligning ailments.
But I think T-Mac was better with the ball than what
It's no disrespect. They just had aligning ailments.
I think T-Mac is better with the ball than what Michael Porter Jr. is. But no. But I think for the Nuggets to have the success that they want to have the success, I think that Porter has to be better than Jokic. Or not better, but at least just, again, take the role of that dominant wing scorer like what we've been saying for the past 2-3 years.
Yeah. I think
because Jamal Murray, I like Jamal Murray, but it's like, no.
Just Small Murray, that's what I call him.
No.
Because he don't really come up in big games. Really.
No, he does. Like,
last year they should have won against Dame. Ain't no way you losing 7 versus Dame in the Blazers.
I remember even, seeing Jamal Murray in the FIBA games when he was 18. Like, this is what, like, Jamal Murray takes big shots and sometimes makes big shots. He's not scared of the moment. The thing is that I just want somebody bigger and better than him doing that sometimes.
Okay.
And also, I think that the ball should be more in Jokic's hands and not in Jamal Murray's hands sometimes late at the end of games. And also, I think that Porter, he has a very hard shot to block. Oh God. Okay.
Oh, my God. Alrighty, so it's
Game
official.
over.
The Blazers win and the Pelicans are eliminated.
He has a very
Dame
hard,
Lillard with a 52, 53 performance, 51 point performance game.
Yo, by the way, can we talk about Dame's comments from yesterday?
Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's talk Dame versus PG. They all lame. If I was Steph Curry, I would just tweet a picture of me with all my rings.
I didn't have an issue with Dame's comments yesterday though. I mean, he's not lying. We were shocked because that's what Dame is known for. Making those shots. So the fact he missed 2 was like, whoa, Dame missed 2?
Yeah, he was like on 2K where like when you run down the court and you got a little energy left and you trying to wait on that bar to build back up before you shoot your free throw and it just don't get back far enough, so you shooting their arms tired and it just miss you.
I knew he was tired when he had a 3 that front run. I'm like, yeah, Dame tired, G.
Yeah. Great game for them Blazers though, man.
They needed that.
Big game for Dame, and honestly, it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna be very mad if the Spurs make the playoffs this year because I think the Spurs, the Blazers, I think the Suns and the Grizzlies gonna all have play-in games.
I do think that the Spurs have figured something out, but I think that they have to make a decision between LaMarcus and DeMar. Both of them can't be on the team. The decision
has already been made.
What is it?
DeMar. He got a smaller contract, I think, and he got, 1 or 2 years left? 1 year left?
Player option, he can opt out.
Yeah, but he's not opting out.
I mean, he's not opting out.
I'm taking that money. Nobody's paying him $24 million a year.
In a recession? Mm-hmm. Give me my money.
Ha ha!
Give me all of my money.
Like Jesus said, no. Not rocking.
I gotta use the bathroom.
But no, let's go ahead. Let's end this actually. But yeah, man. Hoops and Brews Happy Hour. We're here. This will probably, I don't know. I think I might make this live tomorrow morning. But yeah, you'll be able to see it, get some live reactions. I'm definitely gonna make that 2 Chainz versus Rick Ross thing. I'm gonna put that on a what song is this?
2 Chainz, I love you, 2 Chainz. I rock with you super hard, 2 Chainz. That was not me saying nothing bad about you. It's just that Ross G. It's Ross G.
All right. But anyways,
geography.
Anyways, find me on the internet at HNB Media TV. I'm there. Other than that, as always, this show co-stars rapper extraordinaire Pavi. Go ahead and get your plug in.
As always, man, follow me on Twitter at Pavi World, PAVY World, all one word. Subtle Flex is out right now, and by the time some of y'all hear this, my new project, I Just Feel Like Rapping 2, will be out. Will be on all streaming services. You guys should go check that out if you can. And go stream Subtle Flex.
Yeah, go do that right now. Go check that out. Get those numbers through the roof. Make sure you drop a subscribe. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you drop a follow, a mention, whatever. Share this with your family. We appreciate it. We're here. We will be back another time, another day. It's been Hoops and Brews Happy Hour. Until next time. Champagne.